The woman secretly stuffed a paper ball into the drain below. When the unsuspecting boss went to pour his coffee, he was instantly splashed all over. Thinking it was a machine malfunction, he didn't give it much thought and headed straight to the restroom to clean the stains off his clothes. Unbeknownst to him, another employee was avoiding the surveillance cameras and secretly following him to the door. She then pulled out a hidden hairpin from her headscarf, inserted it into the lock, and completely jammed the restroom door. With everything in place, the janitor pretended to clean, turning on a high-powered vacuum cleaner to create noise. Meanwhile, her accomplice outside heard the signal and quickly got up to open the carbon dioxide valve. As large amounts of gas entered the restroom through the ventilation system, the boss immediately realized something was wrong. He frantically tried to pull the door open to escape, but despite his best efforts, it wouldn't budge. Moreover, due to the noise created by the janitor's vacuum cleaner outside, no one could hear the boss's cries for help. Gradually, the boss suffered from cerebral hypoxia, his breathing stopped, and he finally collapsed heavily to the ground, dead. The police arrived quickly. Jack, the lead investigator, had barely been on scene when he received a call from his superiors. They informed him that the deceased had significant connections. He was good friends with a government minister and urged him to investigate thoroughly. After preliminary examination, Jack discovered this case wasn't as simple as it appeared. The initial investigation showed the victim had been dead for approximately 1 to 1.5 hours, yet his body temperature was lower than normal. There were coffee stains on his clothes. An asthma medication in his office drawer confirmed the victim had asthma. With no signs of struggle at the scene, it could be preliminarily determined that the victim had accidentally spilled coffee on his clothes, went to the restroom to clean up, suddenly had an asthma attack, lost his balance and slipped, hit the back of his head, and died accidentally. But there were doubts. Why was the body temperature lower than normal? Most importantly, if he was simply cleaning his clothes, there was no reason to lock the restroom door. Based on these inconsistencies, Jack believed the boss's death wasn't accidental but a premeditated murder. Realizing something was amiss, Jack immediately confiscated everyone's phones and searched them one by one. When he checked the map data, he was surprised to discover that every single company employee had visited the same doctor's home. Sensing something was wrong, Jack immediately drove to the doctor's house to inquire. Seeing the doctor's panicked expression, Jack guessed he must know some secrets. His suspicion proved correct. Under interrogation, the doctor revealed everything he knew. It turned out that several months ago, employees from the deceased's company had been coming to see him. Strangely, their blood test results were all identical. They all had developed a rare genetic mutation. The doctor suspected they had been exposed to toxic chemicals in the office. He had asked them to bring water and food samples from the company for testing. To his shock, the results showed that everything the employees consumed was toxic. Realizing this was connected to the deceased, further investigation revealed that the victim also owned a pharmaceutical company. The drug currently under development was precisely the antidote for the employees' poisoning. It turned out the victim was ostensibly running a company but was actually recruiting people to test his new drugs. He would first poison the employees, then provide them with the antidote. Although they weren't in immediate danger, the side effects of the drug were irreversible. After hearing the doctor's account, Jack roughly understood what had happened. The harmed employees hadn't simply disappeared, they had worked together to complete their revenge in their own way. But he didn't verify his suspicions. Instead, he released all the employees back home and classified the case as an accidental death.